Hello and welcome to Cutting Knife You Don't Need. The very violent channel for very violent people. And I don't know why I'm doing that accent. Is that supposed to be an elf's accent? I don't know how to do an elf's accent. Welcome to all my viewers, all those viewers who like knives and all those viewers who do not like knives. And when people find out that I like knives, sometimes they tell me, well, it's strange. I didn't picture you as the violent kind. In fact, I'm not. I'm not violent at all. I mean, not particularly high in the percentile of violent people. I think I'm in the mid-low section. But I digress. I like knives because they make me think about my relationship with nature and how I would like that relationship to be a deeper one. I don't have enough time to go hiking as much as I want. But knowing that I have a knife with which I can whittle some wood, or I can cut some branches or cut bread if I want to make a sandwich while I'm on a hike. It makes me feel automatically closer to nature. But then again, when one develops a certain passion for a certain object, as are knives, this passion after a while begins to expand to those kinds of knives that one wouldn't have thought originally he could have liked. And it is the case of stiletto knives or switchblade knives. These in Italian are called stiletto. I happen to be from Italy and I happen to have bought this knife in a particular town in northeastern Italy famous for knife making. It is the town of Maniago, and whenever I go there I come back home with at least one knife. Well, once I went to visit the knife museum. If you are in the neighborhood, go and check it out. And there was like a temporary exhibition on switchblade knives and the tradition of switchblade knife making in that town. And even though I don't particularly like switchblade knives,
I had to buy this one.
This says Inox Italy. Inox means stainless steel, Italy, because it was made there. As you can see, this is a stiletto blade or switchblade knife for real. Actually, the blade does not lock open, so it's not a one-hand opening knife. I mean, the blade flicks open, as you can see. It flicks open when you press this button, but then if you want to lock it, you actually have to use two hands. So yeah, it's not that dangerous. I think we can measure the length of the blade with a caliper because it's so short. So full blade length is around 28.7 mil, but the cutting blade is only 20.5 for a thickness of the blade of 1.5 mil in its thickest portion. As you have seen, you can open it, switch it open with the button, and then when you have to close it in its folded position, there's this bit here, and you just stick a nail under this, let's call it little wing, like the song by Jimi Hendrix, and you slightly lift it and it releases the locking mechanism, and then you can lock it close. This beautiful knife, I don't know if it had a brand. It just had this box here. Plastic box, quite nice and sturdy and durable plastic box like this. Looks beautiful as a gift. As you can see, it also had this little piece of thread, and I don't know if it's to use it as a keychain, but I've never used it as a keychain. I just keep it there on the shelf. I like to use all my knives, so I think I've used this one for cutting something, maybe for opening a parcel or a small box, but then I prefer not to use it and just to watch it. I think this is meant to be a display knife and nothing more, but look at the beauty of it. The scales, I don't know, the scales are made in some kind of black plastic. It has the spring to switch it open there. It has rivets 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2 in the back, like the other scale, plus one more here and one more there. I think this is some kind of steel. It's a beautiful little knife. Made in Italy 100%. I think the only switchblade that one could legally carry, even in places like
the UK.
It's so small that it wouldn't frighten anyone. Still,
2 centimeters of cutting blade, and also it has some thrusting power because it's so small and so pointy. So yeah, on second thought, maybe if you don't carry it around, leave it on your desk to cut very small boxes.
If you like this small episode of Cutting Knife You Don't Need, consider subscribing.
And if you are already subscribed, you are great. Thank you.
Leave a comment, please, because you know that I answer to all the comments.
And I'll see you on the next Of Good and Knife You Don't Need.
Ciao!